Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's guided meditation. As I am recording this, we are currently experiencing the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere, and at the same time, those in the Southern Hemisphere are experiencing their winter solstice. Those on the northern side of the equator are experiencing their longest day of the year, while those on the southern end of the equator are experiencing their shortest day of the year. And as I sat down to channel the energies for today's meditation, it makes sense that the main message that came through was that those who were called to today's meditation are at a pivotal point in their lives, or a tipping point. The official change of season that is represented by the summer and winter solstices are not the only important energy that comes through, because the summer solstice and the winter solstice both represent the peak of two opposites that we deal with on a daily basis, day and night. During the summer solstice, we experience the longest day and the shortest night. And during the winter solstice, we experience the shortest day and the longest night. So no matter which hemisphere you were tuning in from, you are currently experiencing one far end of the spectrum that is day and night, light and dark, summer and winter. Both sides of the spectrum being present on Earth at the same time is such a beautiful representation about how duality is an illusion and unity is the absolute truth. Equilibrium, harmony, and balance were all strong energies that were coming through today. And so in today's meditation, we will be harnessing the energy of our strength to make the most of this tipping point in our lives. Please get into a comfortable position. Close your eyes, and let's start with a few deep breaths. Inhaling deeply through the nose and feeling the belly rise, and exhaling through the mouth with a sigh, releasing, relaxing, letting go. Inhaling through the nose, deep breath in, and exhaling, releasing deeper into the cushion beneath you. Inhaling, filling yourself with fresh air, and exhaling through the mouth, letting go of the day ahead of you or behind you. Just allowing yourself to fall into the present moment. A few more deep breaths like this. Allowing yourself to release your thoughts. Releasing any thoughts as they come up. Allowing whatever needs to be handled to be done so after this. Giving yourself this time to relax, release, to spend time with yourself in meditation. Feeling your body relax more and more with every exhale. Every inhale allows your body to lighten. Every exhale allows your body to release. And begin to imagine roots like a tree growing out of your body and into the earth beneath you, growing deeper and deeper towards the core of Mother Earth. And repeating after me out loud or in your head, I release any and all negative, stuck, trapped, or attached energies out of my body, out of my field now. And allowing those to sink through your roots into the earth, to be transmuted, clearing your slate, letting it go, letting it flow, and feeling the difference as these energies leave your body. And repeating after me out loud or in your head, I release any and all energies that no longer serve my highest good out of my body, out of my field now. And letting them release down your roots, letting it go, letting it flow, feeling the difference. And now surrounding your body with a sphere of golden white light, that this light both protects you and clears the energy in your space. And placing a second sphere of golden white light around your home or whatever space you're in, so that the space that surrounds you is also protected and also cleared. Setting the intention that any energy that is released during this meditation will be instantly transmuted by these spheres of golden white light. And begin to call to your attention your personal relationship with strength. What strength feels like in your body and your life. Is it soft and easygoing? Or is it hard with sharp edges to keep things out? No judgments, just simply beginning to observe. What people and what situations in your life shaped your idea of strength? What situations in your life made you feel like you had to be strong, or you had to be the strong one? In what situations in your life did you feel forced to be strong, like you had no other choice, no other option but to be strong? And in contrast, what areas in your life were you able to call upon your strength to persevere in? Recalling times when being strong felt good, and recalling times when feeling strong felt not so good. Strength like all other things, has different spectrums within it. On one end of the spectrum, we have strength that comes from the ego. When strength comes from the ego, it comes from a place of separation and distrust. It often builds walls, protects itself with barbed wire fences. It separates you from others as a method of protection. It blames external factors for your internal experiences and pain, and therefore isolates you in the attempt to protect you. Instead of creating healthy barriers, it instead creates walls and blockages and blockades, trying to keep out so desperately that which the ego fears will harm it or cause suffering. And oftentimes this form of strength comes from a place of trauma and fear and distrust. It comes from those times in our life when we are wounded and we don't yet have the tools to heal it properly. And while this type of ego strength seeks to keep us protected and safe, instead it almost always creates more suffering. And taking a moment now to recognize any ways that this type of ego strength shows up in you and your life and your choices. And on the other end of the spectrum, we have strength that comes from a place of love and our connection to Source. Our connection to Source reminds us that we are all divine beings who have the right to create our own realities the way we see fit. It reminds us that difficulty gave us the opportunity to grow stronger, that every obstacle we had to climb over took us higher, to a higher vibration and frequency, that every time we felt weak or defeated, we were given the opportunity to find our boldness, that every time we were afraid, it gave us the opportunity to find our courage, that every time we were hopeless, it gave us the opportunity to find faith, long-lasting, undeniable, unshakable faith. A strength that comes from love is ever present with the truth of unity, that there is a love for ourselves and a love for others in it. It reminds you that as a part of your divinity, you always have the right to call upon protection, to call upon your sovereignty, to call upon and enact your highest good and your highest timeline. And so calling your attention back to the sphere of golden white light that you put around yourself in your space, this is your energetic field. This is your energy. You have absolute sovereignty over this space. You choose what is allowed. You choose what is allowed to be let in. And while you may not be able to choose or control what transpires outside of your field and your energy, You can control what you allow to pass into your field and your energy. You are allowed to decide what you experience within external circumstances. So take the time and the energy to be intentional about your energetic field, about what you will allow yourself to experience, about what you will allow to exist within your field. That no matter what happens externally, you can always choose peace, choose happiness, choose love to continue to exist within your field. Because strength, in its highest form, that the choice to be happy, healthy, strong, safe, and protected, it all lies with you and no one else and no external factor. So taking the time to code that into your energy field now. Feeling the difference of this in your energetic field. And now taking a moment to see how this highest form of strength that comes from a place of love and source connection will ripple out to benefit the rest of your life. The choices it'll guide you to make, the changes it will lead you towards. What is the positive shift and positive tipping point that you are now creating for yourself with this new change in energy? And let's do one final clearing where we allow ourselves to dissolve any of those limiting beliefs or ideologies that came from an ego-based strength. Allowing ourselves to dissolve any walls, any barriers. Allowing ourselves to dissolve any fears and welcome in feelings of safety instead. Releasing it out of your field. Releasing any physical tension in your body that it could be manifesting as. Releasing any mental tension that it could be manifesting as. Releasing any emotional tension that it could be creating and manifesting as. And lastly, releasing any spiritual tension that it could be manifesting as. Allowing it to dissolve and be washed away down your roots into the earth to be transmuted. And as a final blessing towards these energies, as we release them, we can use the Ho'oponopono method to help us release them and let them go. I forgive you. I forgive you for the harm or suffering that you inadvertently created. I understand that you were just trying to protect me the best way you knew how, with the tools that you had been given at that time. And so I forgive you for any harm or suffering that it created or prolonged. I am sorry. I am sorry for judging you so harshly or keeping you isolated so that you did not have the opportunity to see love or light or be healed. I love you. I honor you and the intention you had to protect me. Thank you for doing the best you could with what you had. And I release you. Releasing what no longer serves your highest good. Allowing the new resonance that you created in your field to be your new absolute truth. Your absolute truth and certainty. To know you are divine. To know you are loved and protected. To know that you are safe and respected. To know that you are a sovereign creator of your life and your experiences. Reminding yourself that each day is the first day of the rest of your life. Every day is the opportunity to go towards a positive tipping point, to set yourself in a beautiful new direction, led by this love and source-based strength that will take you exactly where you want and need to be, that will guide you always towards your highest and best good. And so it is. Thank you so much for joining me for today's meditation. I am wishing you all the best. Happy summer or winter solstice. Namaste.